we're continuing to experiment with new and exciting cards from Lore and Eclipse. Today, Moonshadow and Deceit. All right, welcome back, vintage gamers, to a Wednesday night brewing session, and we're looking at a few more Lorwyn Eclipse cards. The main one that this deck is actually built around today is Moonshadow. Already seeing play in some of the younger formats, Modern, Legacy. This is a 7/7 Menace for 1. That's a pretty good stat line. What's the drawback here? This creature enters with 6 -1/-1 counters, and whenever one or more permanent cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, while this creature has a -1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter from it. This synergizes with lots of different cards in Magic. You want to do things that are one at a time. So like if you were to activate a Bazaar and put 3 permanents, you're only going to get 1 counter off of this. But it also is pretty nice because it counts permanent cards put into your graveyard from anywhere. Hand, library, in play. So we're going to be able to trigger this with lots of things. Cracking Lotus, Wastelanding, fetch lands, fetching an Undercity Sewers, and surveilling a card into your yard. The big one here, Psychic Frog, just putting creatures in your yard or any permanents. Deceit here is evoking itself and putting itself in the yard. That'll trigger it. Street Wraith, that's going to be putting a permanent into your yard when you cycle this. Same with Troll and Architects of Will. So lots and lots of different ways to make our Moonshadow a very large creature, hopefully very fast. Deceit here is another card from Lorwyn Eclipse. This is one of the elemental cycles that we haven't played with yet. Blue is a return target up to 1 other target non-land permanents to the owner's hand, and black would be target opponent reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card and that player discards it. Just a solid value, both a blue card and a black card. We were playing around with lots of different builds of this. There were tons of different ways to go about it. Lots of different Grief Reanimate ways, different like more trolls, more, there's just tons and tons of ways to build this, but you only can fit 60 cards. And I wanted to make this as interesting with the new cards and also entertaining as possible. What does Justin mean by entertaining? Well, we're playing Monument to Endurance. This is a card that we played on the channel before, and it's actually a card that we've kind of enjoyed on the channel before. We felt like when you do have a Monument in play and you are actively discarding cards, this card actually does feel powerful. The problem there is, 1, you need to get a 3-drop in play, and 2, you need to have enough ways to discard that make it actively powerful. And the single best way is, of course, Psychic Frog, which can pitch cards from hand, individually, so you can go through, draw a card, create a treasure, lose life right away. Just use churning through with this frog. And also, the first card is always going to get replaced by the draw card. That's obviously the best one. But because this kind of effect of discarding a card synergizes really well with this Moonshadow and what we're trying to do with Moonshadow, we have some extra cards here. So Street Wraith, that's a cycling. So you are discarding Street Wraith. So you are going to be able to trigger Monument and get a treasure or draw an extra card. Troll of Khazad-dûm is a creature and it's swamp cycling. So you are discarding this card, you're triggering Moonshadow, you're triggering Monument to Endurance. We've also added some Architects of Will, not as powerful as Troll of Khazad-dûm, but because we're not playing like the Grief Reanimate package here, we're not reanimating, this card counts as a blue card for our forces. So this is a blue-black cycler that's also a creature for your Moonshadow. And I've included one fun of Oval Chase Daredevil. In Modern, you might see this style of deck built with like 4 Saga, 4 Asmo, the Underworld Cookbook, 4 Daredevil. It's very hard to fit that kind of package in Vintage because you need to get enough blue cards to play Force so that you don't die. But having 1 Daredevil here that we can discard to our Frog and be able to recur by like getting a treasure token with Monument to Endurance could be very powerful, and I'm going to include it here along with one reanimate for our demonic tutor package. Sideboard is more of the same cards that you would normally see. We got 5-6 pieces of Dredge Hate. We've got a bunch of removal spells. We have some anti-artifact, and we have some anti-artifact. same old, really. Yeah. that's what we're going for today. We're trying to play some Moonshadow in Vintage. We've got a really cool Monument of Endurance, Psychic Frog deck, and we even got some brand new Deceits. I will see you in round 1 of this Vintage League. High stakes, proxy friendly paper vintage returns to the US in 2026. The legendary NYSE will be back June 6th in New York, and the Oklahoma Land Run returns July 10th through 12th in Oklahoma City. More details still to come. I hope to see you there. All right, we're here. Round 1. What does our hand got? Our hand's got a lot of cyclers against someone who did not mulligan and did not reveal Lurrus. It's probably fine. Mox Jet, so not Bizarre. So if they're Doomsday, oh, Soul Ring, so any kind of, okay, shops. Shops, Patchwork, no land, go? Okay. Well, if we get a frog in play, we'll probably be in a good spot. I don't think I'm doing anything here. I'm just passing. Scrawly crawly. All right, well, I'm definitely not letting that happen right away here. Let's cycle a Street Wraith. Am I fetching a basic island and casting my Brainstorm? Probably. I'm never going to cast it if I don't. Okay. Okay. What do I want to keep? I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm going to end up cycling these trolls. So I feel like we should just get rid of a fetch land. Because we're going to get lands anyways. And even if Street Wraith will maybe cost too much money, too much life points, maybe it's better to have in our hand. All right, I think we can make some big Pokemon here. Look at this card. It does not look like a magic card, but it looks pretty cool. Scrawler, no land, go. All right, well, we're gonna cast Frog and Moonshadow. And I could make these cards very big. I think I'm just gonna go get the basic swamp. I guess I could get an Undercity Sewer. I'm probably gonna cycle again, so let's just get a basic swamp. And then, all right, so my opponent's gonna get to draw some cards here, but they can't attack into this. Psychic. All of these things are drawing cards. But on the ground, I'm in a good place. If my opponent ends up like rakering me, though, I'm in a bad place because I have no life total here. Another Scrawling Crawler. Okay. I mean, I might just die. They ripped an Academy? That's not good. Metamorph? Oh no, I'm gonna get crawlered. I might just be a frog. I don't really have removal spells, by the way. I only have bounce spells. So I have to race this somehow, but I think they just have too many creatures. Freaking Academy. It's always Academy, man. Wait, it's coming in? That's free. Okay, so I block with this Moonshadow. I cycle my Troll. I don't have to cycle my Street Wraith. I probably can't cycle my Street Wraith. I cycle my Troll, and then I pitch my Street Wraith and stuff to Frog. Okay. I will block your Patchwork. I will cycle my Troll of Khazad-dûm. I will get an Undercity Sewers. I will discard my Street Wraith. And I will discard I kind of want to cast this Architect of Will, but I guess I'm not going to be able to. Let's just discard this Architects of Will. All right. I now have a 5/5 blocking their 4/4. The problem is I'm gonna die. This is gonna deal me 9 damage, 12 damage. So if anything attacks, I die. Ah, man. Sag. I think if we were on the play this game, we would easily win. I can't even attack with my frog. I'll die as well. I guess a time walk can win us the game, right? So we can win this game. So let's jump our frog and attack. So we should cast probe. Okay, so we should Undercity Sewers. That's not a good card. Put that in the graveyard. Trigger Moonshadow. We should cast probe because only Time Walk wins. Null Rod Crucible Workshop. Okay, it's not Raker. It's just 2 crawlers and a metamorph. Interesting. So then I need to jump this frog. Oh, I guess we're still gonna die because we need to. Yeah, I guess we could not have done that because now I'm drawing 2 cards. Oh well. Yeah, so I cannot cast probe there. I have to just hit it off of this natural draw. But I wouldn't have got it there, so maybe they'll block. Maybe they'll block the Moonshadow. How much damage is this? This is 16, 6, 12, 13 damage. If we had gotten a single attack in this game, we would easily win, man. This is play draw. It's play draw. Also, if I just put a Fatal Push in my deck, that would probably help too. All right, we die. There's my Deceit. Would that have worked if I had not used Undercity Sewers? Because I could have bounced one. Because I can't attack. Okay. I could have maybe taken some better choices here. Close. Close. That's okay. So Fatal Push and Consign, I guess, if they're going to play that many creatures. Maybe not Fatal Push. Maybe just Dismember. That way I can hit Golos. Dismember and Consign, and then Misstep, Probe. Misstep, Probe. Maybe Reanimate's not very good. I mean, reanimating a troll definitely wins. Maybe I'll trim on Street Wraith. And I actually think a Daredevil is good here. Trim on this negation. I don't want to trim on Architect. It's another blue card. Maybe this is a negation. Feels weird. Maybe cutting a negation doesn't make sense against shops, but they have so many creatures. I can cut this dig, right? Cut this dig. Okay. What a weird game. I've got a terrible hand. Just a terrible hand. Okay, I'm mulliganing this. This hand seems quite reasonable, though. So... I can just reanimate a 5/5. Okay, I'm in. I want the Moonshadow to be in play before the Lotus hits the yard. So if we can get trapped, I guess, but all right, got my Pokemon. Oh, okay, thank you. I forgot. I didn't do it yet. I'll do it while we sideboard. Unfortunately, this Deceit doesn't work great with Reanimate, but because I fixed it. All right, they kept in Null Rod. Chalice, Null Rod. Oh, I could reanimate Golos. Is that better? I think it's better. I mean, I lose 2 power, but I get a land. I can get a Surveil land and trigger my Moonshadow. I get a fetch land and you get a Surveil land, probably. I could get 2 Wastelands. Probably just get another Strip Mine, right? I think it's better. Do I want to get a fetch land, which gives 2 things to possibly hit on my Moonshadow, or do I want to get a Wasteland? I think I'm gonna get a fetch land. I mean, we could have a full shadow on turn 2, right? 1, 2, 3. We'd have to hit a card that helps us, but I mean, a second waste might not do much. Yeah, I see that line of reasoning. Oh, they're gonna play Chalice on 1. Okay, I think that's fine. I don't have the deck up yet. I'll have it up when I get a second. Sorry, I forgot. Can I cruise this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think so, right? Hold on. Wasteland this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm short, right? So I should just play a Surveil land instead. Playing a Surveil land now exposes me to a Wasteland, but it's fine, I guess. It's still short, yeah. Let's just get Sewers and see if I can go all the way to 6. That's a land. Oh, I might want to keep that so I can guarantee if they. I mean, if they play Wasteland here, we're just winning, right? So it's fine. I'll just mill this. I'm attacking with a 6/6 1-drop on turn 2. That's not bad. That's pretty damn good. That's kind of crazy, actually. Not bad, not bad. Stream. Demir. Create. Moonshadow. Metamorph. Okay, I think I updated the Moxio for you. Metamorph as a Golos. And they drew a second workshop. Are we serious? Aye. Wait, so the 2 cards they drew this game were Workshop, second Metamorph. Or Metamorph, all right. I mean, this thing is still a... Oh, I guess they can block now. Uh-oh. That's not good. They attacked? In what world are we attacking? Another Moonshadow. I think I'm just supposed to draw 3. Ugh. Those are like kind of bad. Okay. All right. Well, I was kind of hoping for a fetch, but I did put a fetch in my yard, so it's kind of my fault. If we lose this game, I'll be kind of sad. I guess I couldn't cast the Moonshadow through a chalice anyways. Oh, we're dead. I just killed us, by the way. My opponent just has to play a Talon Gates, phase out this Golos, and play the Null Rod, and we die. I guess we're just dead. I shouldn't have Street Race cycled, I guess. My bad. I don't think we're winning this game anyways. I think we're actually just straight up lost, which is crazy. But yeah, they found the line. I mean, my opponent ripped second Workshop Metamorph. Come on, man. Oh, I guess attacking worked out for my opponent there. I could have made some better choices here, though, for sure. They figured it out. I can't believe we just lost this game. That's crazy to me. Damn. Did I miss a block on Golos on this patchwork? No, I had attacked, right? We also didn't have another land, right? So the land we fetched off of Golos was our only black. I mean, I guess we had a black source, but we didn't have a blue source. I'm kind of amazed that we lost this game. Maybe I was like tunneling a little too hard on the Moonshadow stuff where I could have taken the fetch land instead. Got 1 less point of damage. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that like the 5/5 lost us. The not going for the 5/5 instead of the Golos may have been a losing play as well. The only reason my opponent can play any spells is because they ripped another workshop after we wastelanded their first workshop, but I thought this cruise would be good, and the cruise just did not draw us any cards that mattered. I shouldn't have, I guess I can't attack here either. That's also, like, obviously attacking there was a huge mistake, or at least Street Wraithing was a huge mistake. I think attacking was fine. It was the Street Wraithing that was a problem, right? I just didn't realize I could die. And I which is ridiculous because it's all face-up information, but I just didn't put it together. So I just should not have, I also like, there's also, I'm not drawing to anything by Street Wraithing. Like, I don't actually have any plays that matter. Like, its force doesn't matter. Like, Wasteland matters. Actually, Wasteland doesn't even matter either because they still have the same attacking line. I think, like, it's actually just Street Wraithing here lost me the game, and I just didn't need to Street Wraith, right? So Streamer sucks. All right, we'll try to play round 2 like a human being. Not dying to onboard lethal. Yeah, that's acceptable. I can't have had a lot of Lotus hands so far too. Cool. Turn 1 frog with force backup. A couple different ways. Mox. It really wasn't like the combat math. It was just the Street Wraith 2 life. I keep like just thinking the Street Life doesn't matter. And the Street Wraith life matters a lot, apparently. Stock up. I don't think so. Man, I can't wasteland. It sucks. Cool draw here would be like Monument to Endurance. Force is not an uncool draw. Yeah, can't fetch a Surveillant, can you now? Got him. I think it's a Artist Talent combo deck. Blue-red Artist Talent combo. Gifts? Oh, Sink into Stupor. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to force this fetch land here. I think there's a basic mountain. There's a basic mountain. Making my wastelands look dumb. No Pokemon required. Just a good old-fashioned frog. Yeah, we have Saga covered. We kind of have the first combo covered. Hopefully we can connect with this frog and get some more blue cards. That would help. Moonshadow Monument. Change our title here. Red, green, Underworld Breach. I feel like I shouldn't have to counter this. If they have Brain Freeze, it's 2 spells. I don't know, I'm gonna not counter this. If I die, it happens. Sometimes you die. They have Brain Freeze, 2 spells. They have to hit Black Lotus. They did not. They did hit Chain. Opal. Oh, that turns on a spell. You're right. I should have forced that. Sorry. No, I guess it doesn't help because then they would just cast it again. I think I'm going to die. Because now it's 4 spells. Damn. That feels so unlucky. I don't know. Like, I feel like countering this breach is so bad when my opponent can just play Lurrus. And they didn't have anything in the yard. I'm dead. Like, I'm definitely dead, right? This breaches 15 cards now. And they have the Opal. I didn't think the Opal was on, but the Opal's definitely on. I just like what's the percentage chance you die from letting that breach resolve? It's got to be super low. Chain on the opal? If I counter this, does it help? It does not help because they still have the mana. Oh, I get rid of the brain freeze. Yeah, so countering this does help. It doesn't help, chat, if they have one more card in their yard, because then they can just brain freeze after. But here they have to exile their brain freeze. They wanted it to be more deterministic, is why they did that. Well, I think they thought I didn't have a counter spell. It's not deterministic. Like, they can brain freeze 15 cards and miss. They're just gonna wait. No, because they can bounce their opal, sack their lands, bounce the emerald and stuff. So if they had one more card, they could just leave brain freeze and they'd be fine, but they don't. All right, we live. Living is good. They didn't even like fetch for these basics, did they? I guess they fetched for 2 of them. Moonshadow. Yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't counter Breach, right? Because, like, a lot of time they're just going to, like, let the Breach get countered, then Lurrus it back later. I have a counter spell for this Lurrus, at least. But, yeah. It's not good. What do they have here? 6 mana? Kick a trainer? Getting bullied. I mean, they can't kill me right away with a Lurrus buy, so... I guess pitching this card to Frog is one more... No, I guess it's the same damage if I discard a creature... Oh, I should have wastelanded myself for 2 damage. I probably should have wastelanded myself for 2 damage. Okay. Yo, what up, Wheeler? Welcome, chat. Surely they don't have more action, right? $12 damage. I can wasteland 3 permanents to my yard is 8 damage. Pitching a card is maybe 9, 10 damage. I don't think there's any POs in the deck. I think he cut PO. He's like trying new stuff. So I guess a bounce spell doesn't even freaking help me. I just need to have a lethal attack here. So I probably need like Time Walk or a draw spell to get enough damage. Street Wraith. Might do it. Deceit. This doesn't work though, because I bounce it and he still gets to replay Breach Chain of Vapor and kill me. If I had 1 more mana, I can bounce this and then discard it. So I could draw a land off of Frog. And then 6 mana cast my Deceit. Now, what happens if he blocks? I guess I can make it so he can never block. Is there any way I can deal enough damage? I can discard this, and that'll be 5, 8. It's only 8 damage. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm 1 damage short. I think it's I do have lethal by bounce. That's chat. Chat actual lethal. Yeah, I do. So I can jump my Frog, wasteland my lands, bounce my Sapphire, and then discard it to Frog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. I don't think that actually works. So I only have 3 counters, right? I don't think that actually works. Because the most damage I can do on this Moonshadow is 7, and I'd only be pitching 1 card is 10. It doesn't work. If I had infinite counters to remove off of Moonshadow, I think it would work, but I don't. So I guess we have to draw that land, right? If I had done the waste last turn to get an extra damage, yeah. I mean, I think all of these games have been I've missed damage that would have gotten us lethal, right? I think all of these games could have been victories if I played better. Okay, I will attack. If they block with Lurrus, it's fine. So yeah, because I think so. I assume that's how this card is designed. I don't see any reason why not. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know if a land wins. A land gets rid of Lurrus. That doesn't mean we win, though. That does work. Oh my god. Blue, black, mox, land. Done. I want to put this on the stack first, and then bounce this, so that bounce happens first. And then I discard. They have a time twister! Oh my god. Alright. We're spinning the wheel. They drew a mana crypt? They're gonna have so much mana after. I drew no counters. No forces. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead here. Super dead. See Tolarian Artist Talent Ancestral. But again, like I said, I misplayed this game. If I had wastelanded myself last turn, we would have won that game. So kick a trainer. Damn, man. I wish I was playing. Oh, they did keep PO. Okay, I'll concede to that. I don't need to be here. Okay. So I'm gonna bring in Thoughtseize and the 2 Null Rods, and I'm gonna take out 3 Monuments. And I guess I'll take it 2 Monuments and a Daredevil. I know he was thinking about cutting POs. That's the only reason I said it. Oh, man. I just didn't maximize damage. And like, it's arguable whether I was supposed to maximize damage or not. But I probably was. And thus, I think I threw the game. Got him. Damn. Damn. I'm so sad because I think our deck actually functions, but I'm learning too slow. What was what I had an undercity sewers and 2 wastes, and then I had a sapphire. Is that what I had? I feel like our math has been failing me, so I mean I gotta keep this. Don't have any interaction, but I have a wasteland, so. I mean that game was like turn 1 frog with triple force or I ended up with like 4 forces, right? Oh right, my opponent plays 3 basics and always has fetches. That's not good. And double mucks. Right, I guess we lost. My bad. I guess my hand was not keepable in any To be fair, both games my opponent has had double mocks turn 1 stock up. So it is quite hard to beat double mocks turn 1 stock up. The fact that my wastelands have been bad has been not great. The fact that fetch can get me a couple 2 hits is kind of cool. This card's sweet. Maybe I do need to do a video with it just in a Lurrus shell, like with good cards. Might be worth. Triple mocks. PO for 3. The boogeyman is back. Not that Null Rod's like that good against Flame of Anor PO. I guess I can just F6 now. They have talent now. I mean, it certainly is going to look good here, but also, like, how many times were you casting PO for 3 Moxen, including a blue Moxen, and it not be good? Like, do you need an artist talent? Discarding Time Twister is probably a bad sign for me. Wow, all five mocks. Time to activate a Golos. I believe we're dead, chat. Yeah, but it's like, you don't need this, right? You already PO'd for 3. Like, it's kind of irrelevant, right? I'm gonna concede because we don't need to be here. Let's try this again. Like I said, I think we were supposed to win game 1, and I messed up. So, all right, here we go. Let's try again. I got a force. I got a Moonshadow. I got some fetches. Seems like a decent hand. So far, my wastelands have not really been very good. Played against what the? This is Doomsday. Surely you don't have turn 1 with backup. Okay. I don't think I'm allowed to play Moonshadow first here. Maybe I am. Nah, it's like way too good to just waste right now. I think you just have to waste. Basic Island, Ponder. This is the kind of like thing we're trying to avoid by wasting, is them being able to just cantrip out. They shuffled, that's good. Force might be good if I can get a blue card. Another Ponder. They shuffled again and played a tap land. So the Ponders have not been helping for them. But my hand doesn't currently do anything, so... They bind a Brainstorm. Blue card's probably my best draw. It's a blue card. It's also a Thoughtseize. Huh. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna just push for max damage with fetch, sewer, fetch, troll, fetch, sewers. And that way, like, if I don't need to force, I can theoretically have a Thoughtseize and a force, right? Maybe that's greedy, but I think like Deceiving might be greedy. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to say. Sewers. I mean, I kind of want to strip mine. I feel like pushing more damage is more relevant, and I want to find a blue card anyways. There are definitely some permanents that I don't want to put in my yard, but I do want to put max damage in, so... Like, if they Doomsday past the turn pile from this spot, they go to 7, and I could theoretically do 7 damage with my Moonshadow, right? 1, 2, I'd have to, like, have another permanent enter somehow. DT for Doomsday. DT for Lotus Doomsday. Do we try? Did not counter it? They definitely don't have a land, but they could have a Gush. The max I can do right now is not 7, it's 6. If I had another sewers, we could do 7. I'm gonna force this. They had force backup pitching force. Okay, well, if they have Gush, they win. If they don't have Gush... Wait, now it's 12, right? But I also lost my Deceit. They're putting a force in the pile? Why would you select the force from your yard to put in the pile? Doesn't make any sense. So we draw, if they do nothing and pass, if we draw a Psychic Frog, we win. A Deceit, we win. a Street Wraith or an Architect or a Troll, we win? Because it's 12, it'll be 6 now, right? Not 7, because of 13 instead of 14. I'm just trying to figure out, I guess you could put a Force in your pile if you're doing a pass the turn Ancestral pile. Because that would make sense. But again, you don't have to show me you're putting a Force in your pile. Unless that's the last Force. It's just not. All right. Doomsday. Oh, no gush, no gush, no gush. What about probe? No probe. Okay, all right, cool. So we've got some draws here that win. Wasteland probably doesn't do it. So I'm glad I didn't keep that on top. We're looking for Frog or Deceit or a Cycler. No! We didn't get there. It's so sad. We had another Sewers we could win. Damn. 1 damage short. That's so sad. Yeah, Ancestral File. This one, I don't think we could have gotten any more damage. You know, unless we had chosen to use Deceit instead of Force. But I'm not really sure that you're like supposed to use Deceit instead of Force there. I don't think that makes sense. Damn, we're so close. Probe would not have done it, and then Magic Online broke. I don't think the Pokemon card has been bad. I feel like the Pokemon card's been good. It's been hitting for like 3 to 6 on turn 2 every time. Strip mining my own Sewers would have done it. That's true. But then I wouldn't have milled over. So if I draw on another Wasteland, that would have done it. But we would have lost. I guess technically, if I kept it on top, that's 2 triggers minus 1 trigger. So it would have worked there. Not wasting on turn. I just like don't think not wasting on turn 1 is correct. I just like I would never make that play. I would never play turn 1 Shadow and give my opponent a free blue-black land to kill me with, like, or cantrip with. It can't be right. That one I am pretty confident on. I guess we don't need a basic island. Feel like we're not supposed to keep strip mine. I don't know. I think we made the right plays and it didn't work out. I'm not unhappy with those plays. Okay. This is an interesting thing here. Now this is a very interesting thing. If this monument resolves, we're certainly cooking. Resolves. Okay, so for those who don't know, whenever you discard a card and it hasn't been for each one that hasn't been shown this turn, you can choose them once. You either draw a card, create a treasure, or each opponent loses 3 life. So I think what we want to start by doing is cycling our Street Wraith and making a treasure, because we're still going to get a card from cycling Street Wraith, and this will allow us to maybe play like a Frog or a Moonshadow. I'm going to get a treasure. Another monument. Okay, I still think I want to fetch and get another card. Street Wraith and a Reanimate. Whoa! So I can make my opponent lose 3 life right now and then reanimate a Street Wraith or an Architect of Will. Or I can wait and play a second monument next turn. I probably would reanimate a Street Wraith. Can't imagine putting the Architect of Will into play. Though I just don't know what's in my opponent's hand. So like going their yard. I could Wraith on their turn to draw an extra card as well. Yeah. Or make an extra treasure. But then like I'm missing out on like a monument value, right? I guess maybe we could just reanimate now and target ourselves and try to draw a force blue card. It's pretty reasonable. I don't know. Not sure. Haven't had to make this choice ever in my life, which is fun. I'll look at my cards and put them back in any order. See if there's like a blue card force I can organize here. Psychic Frog Strip Mine. I mean, Psychic Frog's pretty good with Monument too. The first card click will be the last card drawn. Okay. So I'm gonna draw 2. The problem is none of this is interaction besides Wasteland, right? So if my opponent just Doomsday kills me, they just Doomsday kill me. Because I haven't drawn any forces or anything. Guess I should have reanimated Street Wraith. Because I know I'm going to draw a land here, so I know I'm not drawing. I guess I'm playing Frog, and I can draw an extra card after, and maybe it works out. I don't know. Oh, I probably should have brought in some removal for frogs from my opponent. Yeah, I probably should have brought in Fatal Pushes. I have Deceits, but... It's actually kind of nice that my opponent probed me here and showed Strip Mine, because it makes them less likely to use this card. All right. So they don't know about this card, but it's... I think it's better for me just fetching. If they were to daze this, I could theoretically, if I had another Street Wraith and get a treasure and pay. Brainstorm. Maybe I should just held my freaking Street Wraith. I mean, they would have seen my Street Wraith, so... It just doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. Yeah, perfect. Like, there's no reason to. I guess I should have done this before, so going to attack, but I was too busy talking. So I want to draw a card here. All right. Damn it. All right. So I'm gonna discard undergrounds. I'm gonna discard a second. I'm gonna discard a Underground Sea, and get a treasure. And that way, on my opponent's turn, I can discard something and draw a card and brainstorm for a fucking hell. Everything is weird. Maybe I should have been like putting like if I could have done how many damage to my opponent if I just gone for damage. Maybe I should have been going for damage this whole time. This gives me a lot of room though. I have mana. I have the ability to like find cards that matter. So but I like maybe I should have been like full sending. It's hard to say. It's really odd play patterns. I just like don't think I'm making like the right judgments naturally. I have to think about it a little bit more. I feel like I feel like the combat math and like the amount of damage you can push is so high. So I think I just want to cycle once right now. Okay. I will cast Ancestral target me. Okay, so I think I just kill my opponent then. Oh, I do want a treasure so I can play this other monument. Not that I need to, but I want to. We're going off. We're going off. We have like 30 damage. I play this and I discard and I draw 2 and I make 2 treasures and I make my opponent lose 6 life and then I have like I have 6, 10, 12, 15 after damage after that, so I do like 21 damage this turn. Okay. Oh my, there's just, it's so overwhelming. There's so many choices that have actual impact on the game. I think I do want Fatal Pushes in my deck for frogs, maybe. Instead of like this reanimate and maybe a troll. Oh my god. Okay. That makes me think like I probably missed I mean, that was the first time we got Monument going though, so. Okay, this hand's good. I've got Frog covered. I've got Doomsday covered. I've got my opponent knows my whole hand. Monument is good when you draw Lotus. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That was pretty sweet. I mean, we have drawn our 3 Mox, 3 restricted artifact pieces quite a few times. Uh-huh. Fetch a basic island, play a Frog. Play a Ponder. Okay. I mean, we got good coverage here. We got turn 1 Frog again. All right. Don't mind that draw. Frog resolves. I mean, we could die here through negation. That's certainly possible, but you gotta put the frog on the table. They also fetch basic island here, so they can't just like play Doomsday. So they have to use Dark Ritual. Ponder. If we can find our way to another blue card and have double force, I'll be a lot happier. If not, I guess we could always Thoughtseize our opponent with Deceit and Wasteland and have one force. It's not the worst. Got a Monument? Yeah, I mean, anytime we have the mana to cast Monument and ways to discard, I think Monument is good. It's just when you don't check all the boxes, you know? All right, they decline to shuffle and then cast their own frog. That's fine. Currently, we have more cards than them. We drew Monument. I guess we cast Monument. So we can still push. Is that correct? Is casting Monument correct? If they force and we force, we discard and draw, discard and treasure, fatal push and attack. Yeah, I don't know. I think Monument's better. I'm gonna discard Deceit. I'm gonna do treasure token push first, and then I'll do draw card after. That way we have more information. I don't have to push this either. Like, I could just not push this. I could also just drain them after this, too. I can either discard and draw. I mean, I want to discard and draw that, right? Discard and draw. Another Deceit. So I can discard and drain. Seems bad. I think we just pass. I mean, if I discard and drain, I just kill them on this next turn, though, right? I mean, they have to, like, answer Frog immediately. And we have a force. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to wait. I mean, I can drain at any point, right? I can drain again if I want to. I guess that doesn't do enough. Man, it's so complicated, especially with, like, Doomsday having its life and stuff. Three cards left in my opponent. I mean, they can go Lurrus, play Lurrus, but we just jump our Frog. Pitch 3 cards and win. So we could also, at the end of turn, discard a card, draw a card, discard a card, drain 3. They have Doomsday. Oh, they're going Lurrus. So they have Lurrus Lotus here. Don't really care about Lurrus Lotus at all. That is not a thing I'm going to do. I don't think I can discard cards at end of turn, just in case they have push. I need to be able to beat push by... So, like, if I have a counter for a push, then I can... even if I have to force right now, on my turn, I can discard draw, discard drain, and then it's 6 plus... That's not enough, is it? Dark Ritual. Lurrus. So they have like a force after. Oh, they want to play frog after. I think that's fine. I could just like not attack with my frog and drain every turn. Two cards left in my opponent's hand. This card is kind of hard to play. Yeah. Wait, so this is from hand. Frog from hand instead of from graveyard. Which means they have a counter spell of some kind that they want to use. I'm not really willing to drain and lose my counter spell. All right, I will discard this and draw. I guess it could be like a hard cast Force of Negation if I wanted to. Moonshadow. This is just going to be a chump block with Frog, I assume. Then we play Moonshadow. But if I'm not draining, then I'm not actually advancing my game, which is kind of bad. Maybe I had to counter Lurrus. I didn't really want to counter Lurrus because I felt like I was still winning anyways. But maybe I was wrong. Oh, they're just chumping with Lurrus? All right, now I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why would you do that? I mean, I guess their frog gets in, but then they're gonna die on the swing back. Would I rather play this Moonshadow? Do I need to play this Moonshadow? Does it help me to play this Moonshadow? Should I discard this Moonshadow to drain? Should I discard this Moonshadow to draw? I'm so confused. Like I should just discard this Moonshadow to draw. I'm gonna do more damage by What am I gonna do more damage? I think I'm going to hold it to draw on the next turn here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna wasteland them. Okay. I don't know. Like my opponent's still dead if they attack, right? This Doomsday. This might be worse. It might be worse to get a treasure token than it is. Like if they're, I guess, yeah, like if their last card is, I guess, Flusterstorm, this is worse. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. This is, I should probably play a Gush in my deck though. I should definitely play a Gush in my deck. Oh, but now I don't have lethal. If I'm gonna have 7, 8. I don't have lethal anymore if I don't negation this. This is, oh man. Okay, I think I threw this game in like 8 different ways here. I don't like how I played that at all. I should have a Gush in my deck though, for sure. Oh, they just like F6 through it? All right, well, I'm just gonna discard this and drain you, and then untap and attack and discard and drain and see if it works. I don't like how I played this game. Everything is so good though. Like everything's pretty sick. Ooh, I don't know. There's so many moving parts and it's so hard to tell. And this each opponent loses 3 life adds up so quickly. Like when you're doing 6 damage a turn rotation, it's like a lot. But you're losing cards, so it's weird. I don't know. I got to think about these plays more than I am. Yeah, I definitely wish we had a Gush, but that's okay. Can't expect to hit everything on the first pass through. This hand seems fine. So far, everything has looked pretty reasonable. Like our Pokemon has been quite large and in charge, which is what we wanted. The Deceit has not only pitched a force, but also we've been able to use both modes of the Deceit and hardcast it. The Monument looked good. This is gonna be our first time with Daredevil. We don't have a Monument or a discard out at the moment, though. But the hand is so good, you can't really put it back, so. Yo! What's up, best stuff? Appreciate that. That video, I really like that video. It was one of my best in a while, so I'm glad it's made way to you over the algorithm. Why are we calling it a Pokemon? Because doesn't this card look like a Pokemon card? Like, look at this version, this fractured foil thing. It looks like a Pokemon card. It's kind of cool. Doesn't look like a Magic card. That's for sure. Ancient Tomb, Mox, Nettle Cyst. Think that's fine. I feel like there are higher value targets. Wasteland. I'm pretty interested in just wastelanding here. That's okay. It's not a huge clock, this Nettle Cyst. I don't have any plays, right? Like, I need a Moonshadow or a Frog. I should have played this Jet, for sure. I should have played this Jet. That was a mistake. Oh, I immediately summoned Saga. All right, this is too many. I think I might save a force in case I draw a blue card here. That's not good. I mean, I'm just going to die to this Saga. What am I talking about? I used my Wasteland, and they had the one Saga follow-up. If they had this on turn 1, wouldn't they have played Soul Ring, Jet, Saga, made it a Nettle Cyst? So they must have drawn one of these cards, Soul Ring or Saga. Probably Soul Ring. Okay, I'm gonna negate this, pitching Deceit. Because I'm gonna get clocked here. I'm just dead. Like, I think I'm just actually just dead because I used my wasteland. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna die. I need to draw like, I don't even know. These are gonna like just compound on each other. Like, it's so dumb, man, because if Saga wasn't restricted, I would never wasteland this Ancient Tomb. Like, I would never wasteland this Ancient Tomb if Saga wasn't restricted. But because Saga's restricted, now we can just throw our fucking random number generator in the air and go, oops, it's a restricted, couldn't play around it. Like, it's not statistically correct to play around it. I'm not mad. You're mad. I'm dead. I mean, to be fair, I guess I'm probably still dead even if they didn't have a Saga. Because I don't have a clock or anything, and they're going to have second Nettlesis. So. Man. Oh, even if I draw Wasteland, I don't really have a creature. I mean, guess we could draw Ancestral Time Walk something. There's always the blue cards. Okay, I don't think we were winning this game regardless, but I do feel bad about the Wasteland. Let's bring in Consign and Dismember. Take out Misstep, Probe. What are the other cards we were taking out? Dig, Daredevil. Could play Thoughtseize on the play. Might be worthwhile. One Monument, one Thoughtseize. Brutal, 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 brutal. Yeah. I don't know. Like, you could definitely argue that there's more reason to hold the Wasteland because they could draw Saga, right? But the Ancient Tomb was 2/3 of their mana on turn 1. That deck really doesn't want to keep hands with lots of mana. They had a very light, small Nettle Cyst. I don't know. We weren't doing anything, so trying to slow them down via their mana made sense. I feel like it made sense in my head, but I just know that I would never Wasteland there if in a 4 Saga metagame, but all right, I'm hoping this Thoughtseize double waste is enough to keep my opponent in check here. Leyline of the Void. God damn it. Okay. They didn't see our Moonshadow, but they did see like Grief Reanimate stuff, so probably could have fetched Basic Swamp there, actually. Crucible has got to go. We would straight up lose this game to Crucible, so I guess we did a good thing. we would not be beating Crucible here, so my opponent can go Workshop, Patchwork, Mox, Sphere. It's not bad. I did think about playing Energy Fluxes in my sideboard today, and we chose not to. I have been telling people to look at the data. Sphere Shops has been doing quite well recently. That's weird. Why would you play Jet? They draw 4-drop? Or they just mess up? Just messed up. Okay. Man. All right, we know they have Bog +1. And a 2/2 at the moment. Unfortunately, yeah, we have to wait on that one because it costs 4. But definitely gonna Wasteland here. Should lock them under their own sphere for a little bit. Unfortunately, our Moonshadow can't grow. Oh, they ripped another Workshop. Bro, I'm doomed, man. Wasteland is a garbage card for me and a great card for everyone else, apparently. What is that? All right. Noted. Street Wraith. Oh, I'm going to make my way towards the Monument of Endurance. This does not get stopped by Leyline. What do they draw now? It's another Sphere? We might never cast a card in our whole game here. We're just going to die to 1 Patchwork. Wow. I think we're just going to die to this 1 Patchwork. I don't think we're going to ever get big enough to block it. We need a frog right away. I think we need a frog right away. This Moonshadow, whenever 1 or more cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere. If a card we put into the graveyard, exile it instead. So this is a 1/1 menace. I mean, it blocks for a turn. It blocks for a turn, so I guess I should play it. Okay. Now things are not going well. But like I said, people are not boarding enough cards for Sphere Shops, and this counts as not having a lot of cards for Sphere Shops. I don't have big haymakers like Energy Flux or Hercules or anything like that. I will say that if you deploy a Moonshadow or a Frog underneath Sphere Shops, it's usually pretty good. But yeah, this guy can't get bigger, so he's gone. Demonic Tutor. Okay. Dismember will be too late because we'll take 4 or 5 and go to 4, and it costs too much mana to cast. So I guess our only option is get a frog and pitch 4 cards to it and hope it's enough. Jeez, that is not a good place to be. Oh, they're definitely printing powerful cards in Standard, for sure. We've had like a couple cards every set that have been pretty good. And we've had some format-defining staples recently with stock up, so... No, they drew an Inventor's Fair. So this can get an artifact and cast it right away. And that will make it a 5/5. And so if they find another artifact, our frog is not going to be large enough. We are going to die to 1 Patchwork Automaton, it looks like. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good like card draw spells are in standard, but so they got a Mishra's Workshop. Oh, they got a Crucible of Worlds. So the good news is I think we survive for a turn. The bad news is I don't think we live. Because they are looping Inventor's Fair now. Also have no idea how we're ever gonna get this frog. Like this frog might survive for a little bit, but can't attack. So they play a Crucible. Oh, they drew a Golos. Okay. I assume that gets a Tolarian, or what are we doing here? I feel like my opponent has drawn the cards they needed to get us here. Oh, they're phasing out my frog and killing me with Golos. Man, Talongates has been kicking our ass tonight. Trying to play creatures, then trying to play against Talongates has been no dice. All right. Brutal. Okay, here we go. Fifth and final round of our deck. Like I said, I think it's kind of working. It's a lot harder to play than I thought it would be. Which is cool. It's rewarding to try to figure out the Monument of Endurance triggers, and this Moonshadow has been pretty interesting. I think our record has been attacking with a 6/6 on turn 2, so. This hand, I'm definitely not mulliganing this hand. Got a Wasteland for Bazaar. I have early recall. I guess I should have cycled this first. Okay, so now I think I'm in a better spot where what I can do is I can play Moonshadow here, and then I can Ancestral on their upkeep so that I don't get negated. All right, so I have a Force, double Wasteland, Frog, Reanimate. I got a couple ways to get rid of counters for Moonshadow. This seems reasonable. This kind of looks like Jewel. So a Wasteland on a blue source will be pretty reasonable as well. Okay. Definitely going to keep our blue card Frog here. And a Deceit. Interesting. So instead of wasting, I could... now I can just waste and play Frog. Man, I have so many options, chat. I could cycle Troll of Khazad-dûm and reanimate it and waste. That would be 3 damage now and 9 damage on the next attack. And then I would be able to theoretically pitch Frog to Force and Deceit my opponent on the following turn. Or I could play Frog now, Wasteland now, hope the on the back of the 1 Force. It's just like way less of a clock, right? I kind of like the Troll play. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to Wasteland my opponent's blue source. I am going to cycle Troll because it's going to put another counter off of this Moonshadow, and then I'll reanimate the Troll, and I'll attack, and I'll have Force pitching Frog, and on the next turn I can Deceit a second follow-up spell and Wasteland again. Oh, I guess I can't Wasteland again. I can either Deceit or Wasteland. I feel like I want the clock, right? Seems like it makes sense. It's a little annoying that my basic Swamp, basic Sapphire, basic Swamp, basic Sapphire doesn't cast Deceit. All right, so I have 9 power, and I am attacking for 3. So I guess there's no reason to really get more counters off the Moonshadow. It's 2 turns attacking here. I have a force, and I can theoretically have a Thoughtseize next turn, so. Vexing Bobble. Would I rather force Bobble or just let it resolve? This is so bad for me, chat. Because they can just like play a ring. And I won't even be able to Thoughtseize them. Wow. I mean, at least this doesn't let them play Moxen after. I feel like I just let it resolve. I don't feel like pitching a force actually helps me. It's just a ring. Ah, it's so bad for me. Well, I could just bounce this ring. If I play a frog, can I attack for lethal next turn? Definitely. They don't have any mana right now. So I feel like my best choice is just play a frog and hope that they can't kill me and then kill them. That feels reasonable. I'm gonna hit them for value. Because I can pitch 4 cards to frog, which will do an extra 8 damage. So that'll be 8. Oh, wait, that's still not enough. It'll be 7, 13. Yeah, that's enough. If they don't play a new ring or kill me, I win, right? I think so. Brings Tinker. Springs Metamorph as a freaking ring. No. Oh, no. All right, well, I have Wasteland, Bounce Ring, I guess. So it's not that bad. Wasteland. Well, I don't want to bounce ring, because if I bounce ring, then they can recast ring. So should I bounce Bauble to make them replay Bauble? I could bounce Soul Ring to make them replay Soul Ring. Oh, it's a Metamorph, not a ring. That's true. You right. Paper plays would have helped me here. MTGO is hiding it. That's true. All right, I'm in. I will bounce this. Although it does mean they can block with Metamorph, but that also costs them life and stuff. So, all right, get in there. I should not be getting in there because my opponent could like play a frog and time walk or something, but that's fine. It's about sending a message. All right, we definitely have lethal now. They drew a workshop. They have another ring. That's so bad for me. Okay. Well, I guess I have a wasteland, I guess. What the ah! Okay, that's my third wasteland. But they have a Metamorph in their hands. So they just need to hit 1 mana. Wait. I could have had Hardcast Force. Oh, I'm so bad, man. Oh, is that even better? Could have had Hardcast Force. Should I have had Hardcast Force up here? Bobble doesn't stop. Oh, I can't play Jack. I can't play Jack because of Bobble, so I can't have Hardcast Force. They just have another workshop, which means they're gonna play another ring. Oh, they have another ring. They have infinite rings. Fuck. I have infinite strip mines. Oh god. I don't think I'm coming out ahead though. Unless they miss on mana finally. No, they drew another workshop. No, no, no. Chat, I can't do it. Oh, wait. They cracked bubble. They cracked bubble. They probably have a force at this point. A one ring. They have another one ring? Wait. This is the fourth one ring. No, they had force backup. I'm dead, chat. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. They just had protection for every turn of the game. All right, discard my Oval Chase Daredevil. Play my Jet to bring back my Oval Chase Daredevil. Got him. How did this happen? Tezzeret win. All right, well, I'll make you win. You have an active one ring. They have a... don't think it matters. All right. You have invested. All right, chat. Didn't matter. All it took was 4 rings. I guess 5 rings, considering one was a metamorph. We did have 4 wastelands, though. Not bad. All right, I don't think this is a Monument to Endurance game here. So I will take out Monument and Daredevil. Nothing has gone our way tonight. Just like in the Survival League, everything went our way. Tonight, nothing has gone our way. Every time we've been close, it's just been too far. Oh, can't put this one back. Probably want that. I mean, what I really want is a Null Rod, to be honest. Monolith, go. Wasteland you. What else you got? Black Lotus. Crack for blue. Ancestral Recall. Nope. Force pitching Metamorph. Force pitching Deceit. One ring. Argentum Masticore. All right. That thing's huge. I can bounce it. It's pro multicolored. I can't bounce it, chat. Oh my god. I don't know if I can beat this card. I don't think I can beat this card. I think I should lose. I tried to cycle and find the consigned memory, but I think I just lose. They don't draw any cards for the rest of the game because they have to pitch every turn to Masticore, but I don't think I can beat it. I didn't board in Dismember. Oh, wait. I can reanimate their metamorph now. And then pitch Deceit and kill it. Oh my god. Wait a second, chat. We found the line. I will reanimate your Phyrexian metamorph as an Argentum Masticore. What now, opponent? What now? Surely you don't have a 5-drop to pitch to Argentum Masticore. I do, though. Nope, they don't. Oh, baby! The only way to beat a bad guy with an Argentum Masticore is a good guy with an Argentum Masticore and some Deceit. Attack? I think I'm just taking this. I'm going to 3. I've got the answer. I will discard Deceit to destroy your Argentum Masticore. No, they have Dismember for my Argentum Masticore. We drew a null rod. Get rotted, bro. This has been this has been a game of Magic the Gathering, baby. We have witnessed some truly new games of Magic the Gathering tonight. You know, like they have been games of Magic that have never before existed, but they have existed tonight. No, not allowed. Oh, we've drawn all of our mocks in again. We don't have very much life left here. Could use a frog. An Architect of Will. Yeah. Should we do our library or our opponent's library, chat? Which library are we targeting with our Architect of Will? Them? Really? You want me to target them? Why am I casting Architect of Will? Bro, what are we doing here? They forced it! They forced the Architects of Will! Truly a unique game of Magic the Gathering. No, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose this game. No. There's no way, bro. It's just no. It's just how does this happen? No. No. Oh my god. Incredible. A Moonshadow. I'm in. It's a 1/1. I can't even force protect it. I can't even fetch. I can't do anything. They're gonna metamorph it. They're gonna metamorph it. Oh, they're gonna play a 4/4 Stone Coil Serpent. No, 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 no. That's so bad for me. I'm gonna die. I need a frog. I need a frog. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. No, frog pitches 4 cards, chat. Chat. Frog pitches 4 cards so I can make my Moonshadow big enough. You're not seeing the vision. They have force backup anyways. Their third Force of Will blue card out of Jewel. Frog! Frog! I can't protect it though. Yes, it resolved! Oh my god, it resolved! They're not gonna attack though. I guess Talon Case kills me too. Yeah, everything kills me, bro. Oh, they saw the vision. They saw the vision. They're out of here. All right. Now, what do I need? This thing has reach and pro multicolor. Did I bring in any removal? I brought in dismembers, right? So I can't do 10 damage in one attack. So without Time Walk, I'm stuck. And my opponent has uncounterable answers, so that's annoying. What is this? What is this? Argenta Masticore? I bet you would like one, huh? Boom. I pitched Time Walk. Force backup. They could have countered this frog and won. Ah, shit. Wait, they're at 5 now, though. Wait a second. I can win. Wait, I win. They didn't see the vision. This has menace. Now I win. No, it wasn't just me not doing any combat math tonight. Also Ancestral Recall. Well, that's just lame. I technically... Okay. I will exile 3 cards from my yard. And then I will attack. You fool! I will pitch a Mox Jet. I will pitch a Black Lotus. I will pitch a Mox Sapphire. I will pitch a Polluted Delta. I'll pitch a Moonshadow. I think my opponent had that game won, by the way. All right. Well, now we know that the Masticores are definitely coming in. Let's bring those dismembers in that apparently I did not bring in. They just hadn't forced the Architects of Will, man. What a dumb game of Magic. Let's take this island out of my deck. Just take both basics out of my deck. Sold. I think the Frog Moonshadow combo seems pretty strong. They can't do that in Legacy because for some reason Frog is banned. Oh, am I allowed to keep this hand, chat, against Jewel? Aw, man. I feel like this is, you keep it and you die. Like, you can't mulligan this, right? No, not like this, man. It's just I have to keep it and die. I definitely have to just keep this and die. Frog is such a cool card. Ooh, they tutored for a Stone Coil Serpent. Banger. Time Walk. Am I supposed to cast this Ancestral? Guess so. They forced it? I'm in. Force Pitching Sync. Are we playing a big old Stony Boy? On Workshop, it's going to be a huge Stony Boy. I didn't bring in Fatal Push. Oh, no. No. I can't beat that. I can't. That thing's too big. It has Pro Multicolor. Oh, no. Wait, did they miss on him? Oh, they made it bigger. Oh, I think we're dead. All right. The only way is race it. So let's get a frog going here. Okay, I get hit for... Oh, wait, I can't race it. It just gets untapped every turn. Oh no. Why is our deck so weak to Pro Multicolor? Oh my god. I didn't bring in the Fatal Pushes for the Stone Coil Serpent. There's probably one Stone Coil Serpent in this deck. Oh my, and they have a Masticore. And they have a Cave Troll. Chat. I believe we were unprepared for Mishra's Workshop. It is my belief that we were unprepared for Mishra's Workshop today. Okay. I concede in shame. All right, well, I went 1 and 4. I lost to 3 Workshop decks. And some of it was my fault. I had some options at some points where I could have done things differently. However, I don't think our deck was particularly well suited to beat the things we didn't have. I thought that like the Deceits would kind of work as removal in the main. It didn't really work out. We kind of might have to play some actual removal spells in the main. Yeah, not great. Also, we probably need to refactor our sideboard to have some actual factual good cards against Workshop decks. Maybe like Energy Flux or something similar. But yeah. I will say that the Moonshadow did not seem that bad. It actually was pretty easy to get counters off of. Which makes me think that there's probably a reasonable Moonshadow Frog Lurrus deck. Like, you can play Moonshadow Lurrus. You don't get to play Street Wraith, but you can play Mishra's Bauble. And then you're still playing the same core mana base. And you just play Mishra's Baubles instead. And you have frogs. So, like, yeah, you lose out on, like, this kind of nonsense here. But, like, that's probably fine. And these cards weren't the best cards at Moonshadowing. They were, they helped the Moonshadow for sure. But I think the Moonshadow on its own seems like it's totally fine. So maybe the real answer is to play this inside of Lurrus Frog. It worked really well with Frog, I will say. Another card that worked really well with Frog is Monument to Endurance. Getting a Monument and a Frog together in play, it wins you the game for the most part. That was very impressive in a way that I didn't expect. I mean, I kind of knew it'd be good, but it was quite good. And then Deceit was... I feel like Deceit was the worst of the elementals we've played so far, but I don't know that that's because of Deceit and not because of our shell. Like, maybe our shell was just, like, not very good, so that kind of made it so that the card looked worse. I'm sure Vibrance would look worse if we had, like, a normal, run of variants through the Survival League, Whereas I think Wistful and what was it? Wistful and what was the other one that we played inside of the Wistful deck with the beans? The ones we played in the beans deck actively looked quite good. So things to think about. Maybe we'll play a Moonshadow brew for another stream at some point, like an actual, not less of a brew and more of a Lurrus Frog deck. I could see that. I am happy that we did Monument Frog. We got some really good content out of Monument Frog in this league, and it's very challenging to play, so that was kind of cool. Hope you enjoyed this Vintage League exploring new Lorwyn Eclipse Mythic Rares. More content on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.